yup matie kabieno la kelia ye
Medrom pachamangi jani ki prestige margarine ye ki kwene ma pat maki yobo ki diero may rom malamal chalo vanilla ki mukene mapol pere ki mo maporo dok chulo ko down ni kunti ki vitamin mapol ikine vitamin A, B ki E opore loyo mechamo mugati te dokek ki jamo kene mapol ata prestige margarine spread it love it.
Bedu tuan lawi joro ian me a ki yui manok ini ote fut kan ceng a beach ceng me a gita cabiet uciar katu mo bedu kan wane ket pat robat rubi kaner ngoma tie I newspaper Matien Press Digest nyo ogajere awaj iuna kanen mapewa a ki yue edini tien iwa yomada watika yupe me kwer International Women's Day wabi kwer nining waja koneno kira watika dor kede lo tien wa madiri mada gena igebedu mon makan so tien iya yomada atiki welo studio welo matien atila tien mamego mwaka ye abichel ke ken kilonye ni Queen Kimberly anti reigning northern Queen of Little Miss Uganda peti kan kere tie gini ket mene watika lumone ni manager mego Ruth atim abijoli Ruth
Afoyo.
Yes. Queen Kimberly, how are you?
I'm fine.
First tell us, what is your full name?
My full name is Queen Kimberly Omara Lala.
What a lovely name. How old are you?
I am 6 years old.
Okay. So you're the reigning Little Miss Uganda for Northern Uganda. Tell me about yourself and what you do. Tell me how you won this title. And
what my name is Queen Kimberly Omara Lala.
Okay.
I am 6 years old. I am in P1.
Okay.
I'm the Little Miss Uganda for the Northern region, and I'm the most beautiful girl in Northern Uganda, and I'm also from Paira.
Oh my goodness. She even knows her clan. You're from Paira. Paira is supposed to be for princesses, so you're actually a true princess, not just queen by your name. So what inspired you? What made you want to be a queen?
Because I'm confident and I also want to inspire young girls like me to pursue their dreams, to be confident, grateful like me, and also help people who are suffering from disease.
Oh my goodness, lovely. Queen, Mommy, I know Mommy is here with you, but tell me who your parents are. They could be watching you from home.
My parents, my mommy is Atim Ruth, and my daddy is Omara Christo Baimon, city engineer from Gulu.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Mommy and Daddy, for promoting Queen Kimberly. So Queen, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Doctor.
You want to be a doctor? You don't want to be the Queen of Uganda, Miss Uganda?
I want.
You want? Okay, so what are you doing so that you become queen when you grow up? Or Miss Uganda when you grow up? Are you doing anything to help you become Miss Uganda when you grow up?
Yes.
Yes, tell me about that. Yes, Ruth, thank you so much for helping Queen Kimberly attain this title. I know you've been very supportive in nurturing the little one at only 6 years and having won this title, reigning Northern Queen for Little Miss Uganda. Tell us more about it.
It's been a very long journey. We started with, Kimberly is an all-round child. She likes walking around. You know how you see, as a parent, you identify a talent in your child. So we're like, okay, maybe there's something that is going to happen out of this girl. So we took her to a modeling school. And then when she reached there, she just blended in. I'm like, okay, let her be there. Like every weekend, we pick up and drop her at the modeling school. And then when the auditions came in, her tutor was like, let's give Kimberly a shot. I'm like, okay, let's do it. She went for the auditions. She went through. She got a yes. And then the boot camp started, the actual training for the finals started. And the rest is history.
Well,
Yeah.
is this the first time that the Little Miss Uganda is happening?
No, it has happened several times. Like I think this is like the 7th edition, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it has happened several times. And they've, as queens, you know, they're supposed to be impactful. They're supposed to leverage their crown and do something impactful. Of course, in as a way of inspiring other young children as well to be like them. So yeah, they did a project. They planted trees, and right now, because she loves children, so she wants to support other fellow children who are suffering from nodding syndrome back home. Yeah. And that's the project that she's going to be implementing during her reign, the 1-year reign.
Wow.
Yeah.
So as yeah, those are the lovely pictures of our Queen Kimberly reigning Little Miss Uganda Northern Region. So what actually pushed you to specifically think of nodding syndrome?
You know, nodding syndrome has been there for quite some time now. You know, and if you are to visit the victims, you'll actually be very heartbroken. You find that the victims, the children who are suffering from this nodding syndrome, it's very heartbreaking because they are so vulnerable. Sometimes some of them don't have actually food to eat. Some of them don't have the necessary amenities. You know, there's just a lot happening in the lives of these young children who are suffering from nodding syndrome. You know, yeah. So we thought that as a young child, appealing for support from other people, and being able to also support other fellow children would be something that other children can also resonate with. Yeah. And
you know, it's lovely to see that parents are supporting our children at such a tender age, especially when it comes to their talents, something that maybe our parents didn't do. I don't know if you've identified other talents other than modeling for Queen Kimberly.
She likes making clothes for her small dolls. Yeah, she picks your stocking, then she cuts and makes clothes out of them for her dolls. Maybe she'll be a designer or a tailor in future. you never know. So as a parent, it's just good to nurture.
Yes.
And also with this year's theme for Women, International Women's Day, it's accelerate action. So like there are different directions of accelerating action.
Yes.
You know, you can use your child's talent to accelerate action. You can use you as a parent, you can use your line of work to accelerate action. You're in the media. How can you use your network and your experience as a media person to accelerate action? So for her and for us, we are accelerating our action through advocating for and raising awareness for children suffering with nodding syndrome. Yeah.
Queen Kimberly, do you see yourself becoming a designer, like making clothes? I see you're so smart. So is your mommy. Besides being the queen, do you think you'll be a designer when you grow up?
Yes.
Okay. Besides that, what else do you want to do when you grow up? Uncle's watching you, so you need to speak to him and tell him.
And I also want to be.
What else do you want to be? Just skipped your mind. But anyway, Ruth, I would like us to speak specifically about the nodding disease. This project that you're taking on with Queen Kimberly, have the kids been there? Have you seen them already?
Yes, we've visited some of the households, and it's mostly single mothers who are struggling with these children. I don't know why things happen that way sometimes. Like the most vulnerable are the ones who go through the most. And then also we've interfaced with some victim who was also raped. She has nodding syndrome. That she was also raped, and she has scars because that condition. I think that you lose conscious. And sometimes they fall in fire, sometimes you find them, they drown. And that's why if you look at some of the pictures, you see that they are tied to a tree or to, because if they don't do that, then their parents won't be able to move and do other things that bring in food in the family.
imagine a mother is watching you today and is like, oh, I want my child to be the next little Miss Uganda. What must they have? What did you do to train Queen Kimberly to win?
It takes a lot of resilience as a parent and patience. Sometimes you might discover a talent in your child, but by nurturing means you need to look for avenues, you need to look for opportunities for her to be able to talk about, or for her to be seen. You know, like for example, I knew she liked modeling. I knew she liked doing this thing back and forth. So I'm like, okay, maybe let's take her to this other school to be able to nurture her talent and discover, see what's more to this thing that she keeps displaying at home. Yeah. And
someone might be thinking that, oh, is this like a little Miss thing for only Northern Uganda? I'd like you to expound further. The little Miss Uganda, she's like the representative of the Miss Uganda that we have.
She is the representative of Little Miss Uganda for the north.
For the north.
So we have there's a regional queen who is the overall Little Miss Uganda.
Okay.
Then there are regional queens as well. Kimberly's for the north. There are others for the central. The other for West Nile. Then the other for the eastern. You know, like, so each region has like a queen, that represents for that particular year. Wow. Yeah.
So someone might be thinking, oh, where do you see Queen Kimberly? Maybe because in 10, 15 years she'll be a woman, grown-up woman. Yeah. As we prepare for International Women's Day, how do we nurture our children to be the next generation of successful women?
For Kimberly, I think in 10 years, you know, sometimes you might have aspirations change. I never know. I don't know what she's going to be wanting to be when she reaches like 10 years.
Yes.
She wants to be a mechanic, and you know, you cannot be like, no, you're supposed to be on the runway. You know, you have to also support their dream. For now, this is what she likes. As a parent, it's my job to support and nurture her. If in future she says she wants to be like she mentioned she wants to be a doctor. So if that is if that's what she really wants, then it's up to me as a parent to train her, like love sciences, empower her, show her video clips of young children who are doing sciences. You know, just to see that she gets inspired and also. It sticks in her that, okay, maybe this is the line that I need to pursue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. In case you're just watching us, Katie na wakum bedo wati domo leb moro tian latino ene leb moro ne leba churi ne pedir ritual en atia lok ki wele na ma tiela tian matiri mwaka bichele ken Queen Kimberly and I reigning Miss Little Miss Uganda me Northern Region ati kanyi wane kede wane miane mego Ruth ati watika boko lok ni Lunyuro, piwo teko twal menene lutino wu unacharing ugwako gi udoro gi ujulu gi wako bed utino mabeje iyonge mwaka adia pa mo ni kenyo pa Queen mieno nena ne mara lok me modeling so kumbete ena yeti Little Miss Uganda giti kati mji mabeje twal utino magiti kituo luch tunko male me Uganda eni atien wa ene ubechiara ka Miyo awareness nyo goyo bulmen yang ni lutino mo kena tima be ena mo kena bere pegiti mabeje twal tuo eni tuo madito twale bot lutino mamegwa kany atika boko lok wan lutino eni Queen Kimberly mwaka ya bichele kan Kimberly, I'd like us to wind our conversation. Someone who is watching you, a little child who is watching you today, what do you want to tell them? What do you want to say to them, like your final words as Little Miss Uganda?
To thank them for watching my video.
Oh, so they can watch your videos. From where? Where can we find your videos? Are they on the internet? We can find them from the internet. Okay, let Mommy help us. Ruth, how can we support Queen Kimberly's project of the Nodding Syndrome?
We are going to have another mega launch in Gulu at times in May. And we will just to let the public know about the project and the kind of support that we need. But for now, she intends to just collect, we intend to support her and just collect resources like clothes, food, stuff, you know, so that we can pay a visit to these children and maybe share a meal with them.
Very, very important. And also even just mannerisms. I know as parents it's important to teach children queenly treatment of behavior. As a parent, what would you want to tell a parent who wants to nurture their children as we wind up our conversation?
Sometimes as parents we get overwhelmed, so it's always good to let the people who know how to do it to help you, especially if you know that you're not going to be able to train your child in these queenly things. You can take her to those institutions that support, and I'm sure they'll be able to help with that.
Yes, yes. Oh, for someone who is in northern Uganda who wants their child also to join this competition, where are they? What are the procedures, the processes?
Yeah, for northern Uganda, we are going to have auditions. It will be in Gulu for the Little Miss, for the next Little Miss representative for the North. Yeah, so sometimes in May also, where she does the Nodding Syndrome project, we'll also have another day slated for auditions. And parents can bring their children with different talents, and we'll be able to have them, showcase their talents and audition to be the next queens. Yeah,
Queen Kimberly, that's your microphone. It's the one that is making your voice be loud. So let it just stay right on your collar there. Don't hold it. You just leave it right there. So now we're going to close our conversation. I want you to say just one or two things to whoever is watching you right now. Anything that you want to say, thank you, or anything else. What do you want to tell whoever is watching you? Look in the camera and tell them. The camera is right there. What do you want to say? You already said thank you, so you don't want to repeat yourself. Queen Kimberly, yes, Ruth, I'd like us to close our conversation, maybe to wind up what Queen Kimberly's project is going to be, and how long is the reign, and just to wind the conversation.
The reign is for 1 year. And because she's a northern girl, and so whatever she's going to do during her reign will be back home. Charity begins from home.
Yes.
So yeah, we shall support her to ensure that her project comes to life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also for the parents, speak to the parents who think maybe it's not important to invest in things like queenly things. I want you to especially speak to the women today as a mother.
As a mother, I think it's very crucial, very important as mothers to invest in our children. When you invest in a girl child, you're investing in a community of, you invest for the future, because, we women are the future. So as a mother, if you've identified that your child is good at doing something, please, sometimes it takes a toll on your physical and mental being, but just do it, because the fruits you will yield. It will yield like good fruits.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for bringing out Queen Kimberly, our reigning Little Miss Uganda. Kimberly, thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
So when do we next watch you when you're modeling? When can we come and support you and watch you? Mommy will give us the information, correct? Wow. All right. Thank you so much, Ruth, and for nurturing this beautiful girl. In 10, 15 years, she'll be the one seated where you're sitting. Thank you so much for coming out again.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Avec alors que Ruth Atim, me Little Miss Uganda, me Northern Region, Queen Kimberly, ma entertainment ma tekotwal, to tinga ma chalo en mwaka bichel ma to me luch nyo nodding syndrome tika yele gene, en wukiu ki crown ma megene, me goyo dur ilokum to en jo mo kana magitamne to en petika affecting lutino. Unan ki project in Dalegno o kongi i karmano gen gitika yar kamaleng project ma megi eni alegni ko ye wa yue ka kany ka dok duk chawa adek ki megulu sila porte wa dak wa nyar ji ma pat ma logo kom International Women's Day ma dirne kon wa yue ka duki.
Medrom pachamangi jani ki prestige margarine. Ye ki kwene mapat maki yubu ki diero may rum malamal. Chalo vanilla ki mukene mapol. Pere ki mo maporo dok chulu ko down ni kunti ki vitamin mapol. Ikine vitamin A, B ki E. Opore loe mechamo mugati te dokek ki jamukene mapol ata. Nonge dukan ki supermarket duju may logoman. Luchatone aye chapa General Enterprises. Inonge dukan number Deki Rafik Building, Ichikuwe, Kampala. Prestige margarine, spread it, love it.